listen for that ringing tone. And the F sharp should sound bright. Let's try this again. Start from the beginning. Ready? And let's keep the tempo, okay? I'm going to give you a tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not quite low enough. Ready? Go. Not too close to the one. That's better. Now you hear the ring on the 3. Okay? Alright, so I'd like you to work a little bit more on that. Just remember, when you have the 1 and the low 2 next to it, you're going to have thin fingertips, so you need to have a little tiny bit of space between those 2 fingers. Okay? But that's a lot better. Now, how are you doing on the caterpillar?
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that. 1, 2, ready, go. But some of the other things, the ones, you had a little trouble with, especially after playing the... Trying to push her hair off her eye. Yes, 2 eyes to see with, yes. When you came back to the normal one on the A string, it didn't quite get back to normal, so you need to move it the same way as you did here. So you see you have this crisscross fingering, but you have another note in between. So after you play that low 1, you have to stretch a little bit to get your hand back up to normal, okay? I'm going to play it on your violin. I want you to watch how my fingers move, okay? Bowing is great. Good bowing. Stretch there, but then my hand moved right away. Then my hand moved up, see? So you need to practice this. Try that. And listen for a little ring on the B. Just this, these 3 notes right here. Pretty close. Try it again. Stretch out. No, seriously, stretch on 3. That was better. Try it again. because you can't aim it really well in this, from this position. You need to get the wrist down lower than your hand, not kind of almost even with your hand. You see what I mean? Okay, try it again. Ooh, get that B up there. Try it again. Didn't quite make it. Try it again. Now move your hand to first position. See, when you have the 3 in place, that's when you need to start releasing your hand from that half position. Okay, you pull back half position for that little one, or you just pull the one back. You just pull the one back, but then you have to get the one back to normal again. That's that crisscross fingering again. Try again. Now, try this part. Okay, now that is a high one on the A string. Let's try that part. Ready? Go. Let's see. Let's try it again. See if you can get the one to really arch up. Ready? Go. Now, spread out your fingers on the E string. Don't start with the one next to the 2, but start with all 3 of them spread out. A little higher too. You didn't play all the notes though. You play that part right there? Do you see where that is? Okay, start right there. This G, you had no problem finding that G. This C is right across from it. It's not lower. It's straight across. Okay, try this right here and kind of remember how the 2 feels. Keep the 2 away from the 1 and then just hop it over. Try this right here. Too high. Try again. Can you get your wrist down more? Get your wrist down a little bit more. down or out to the side, out to the side and toward the violin, but it shouldn't be moving forward and back like this. And it's sliding a lot. Do you feel it sliding? It is not tracking well. It needs to track better, okay? Now, weren't there two, or was there only one? Only one? Okay. Now, we might need a second one, but let's just try the one, okay? I had one student who ended up with the most perfect bowing after just using one straw for a few months, just absolutely religiously. She used it every time and came out with the absolute most beautiful straight bowing. Let's see. Ray, could you please check and see if my next student might be here?
Okay.
2, 3. Again, match the pitch. Get up on your finger in the right place. Up, go A, ready? Go. It's still not making it. This is the pitch. Yeah, you hear the difference? Okay, ready? Go. Up, can you get the 3 and 2? A, 3, 2. Okay, so another one, you have to really get those 3s in place. I'm not sure just what's happening. You're closing down your hand or something, and you're pulling. When you pull the wrist up like this, it makes the fingers kind of go together, and that's the only thing I can think of. If you get the wrist down, that will help you get your spacing, okay? So in these songs, Playing in the Snow, Clock Tower, these are in the key of D major. The 2 and the 3 go together on the D and the A strings, okay? You go to the E string, you have the 1 and 2 together. But you have to make sure you get that spacing. Your fingers should be spaced over the strings before you play, all right? Practicing the Scotland's Burning would really help, because you need to be able to just land the 3 in the right spot. You need to feel where that is. When you have your hand in home base position, you get the wrist down. You should be able to do it with your eyes closed. You shouldn't have to look for a marker, okay? All right. Let's try. See now, Good King Wenceslas, you start with a 3. Old Hundreds, you start with a 3. Now, My Pet Pony does not start with a 3, so let's try My Pet Pony, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, really? The G has gone down. Let's tune the G a little higher. Higher. Yes, that's much better. Okay, ready, go. bend your thumb. I see your thumb bending. You should not be